go on to telling my sister's story, just kept going into different memories of when she was missing and when I still had her in my life. So you never really ever really prepared for your loved ones to go missing, ever. You don't lie awake at night thinking of it, but I'm pretty sure, positive, that everyone does now. You know, what if it happens to my sister, my aunt, my cousin's sisters, my daughters? At one point of my sister's life, me and her watched a film on Lifetime. It was called Bringing Ashley Home. Oh, sorry, since I'm going on with memories about my sister, and I will go into detail of some certain events that happened when she was missing, but I also brought a memorial slideshow that I played during her memorial after she was found. So it just starts from when she was born to the last days of her life. Well, I watched a film on Lifetime called Bringing Ashley Home. In that moment, we looked at each other, and for some reason, we made a promise to each other that if one of us ever ended up missing, we would never give up. I remember her joking and telling me that no matter how annoying you are, I will look everywhere. I always regret that moment because I think that somehow I jinxed it. No. In the movie, the police gave her the hard time telling her that she should just give up. They weren't really interested in finding her. Same as her friends and her family, they told her the same thing. But she never gave up. And I'm pretty sure I've gotten some parts wrong of it, but I don't dare watch that movie ever again. But I've also watched every single episode of Law & Order SVU. And in the episodes where an individual disappears, they go to the extent to find them. They use every resource they have at hand, tracking their phones, checking every surveillance camera, questioning every suspect, and in the end, they always find them. Some, of course, not the way we had hoped, but even then, in the shows, they go above and beyond to find them or the people responsible. My mind was so wrapped around the show while my sister was missing, I expected the Navajo Nation Police Department to react the way the characters did in the TV show. But to my surprise, they didn't. We reported my sister missing on July 9th of 2017. Her case didn't get assigned a criminal investigator until our first visit to the Navajo Nation Vice President's office. Coincidence? I think not. No, I think they noticed we were going over there and, hey, let's just sign her case. But by expressing our concerns and taking our complaints caused a problem. And I'm sure I don't have to explain how we were treated after, because almost every missing person case, we all almost share the exact same experience as far as with the law enforcement and investigating part. But what if we hadn't gone to Vice President Nez? What if we hadn't marched over there for answers? Would we have ever received a call from the criminal investigators? I always thought I was going to find her alive. Never ever did I think I was going to see her again. We did everything we could. We held prayer meetings. We made prayer requests for her at every church service. Friends and family told us that we needed to seek help traditionally, and we also seek help from a psychic who managed to make thousands of dollars for themselves from my sister's missing case. We were desperate. We went in every direction to find her, even if it was from anyone's dream. But each and every road we took, it never gave us the clue that she was no longer living. At one point we heard she was walking the streets of Show Low. For a week total, we looked in that area. I remember the first time we entered Show Low, I showed a gentleman her picture, and he told me that he did see her, and he recognized her pictures and her tattoos. He sent us to White River, and I can't tell you how excited and impatient I was the whole drive there, and I had high hopes that day that I was going to find her. We drove every corner of that town. We hung flyers. We talked to everyone we seen. And as I was writing this, I could feel the exact way I felt that day, looking into every car we passed. My heart raced and my eyes filled with tears as the hours passed and I didn't find her. It was hard to agree with my uncle that it was time to go home.